This is a prototype of what a landing could look like for Rentervention, in which the tenant, when they first arrive to the web page, is just asked a plain and simple question. They're not told a little bit about Rentervention, and then suddenly they're agreeing to terms of service, and then providing a zip code and all that other stuff up front. We're going from question, then what can we do with that question after that? So I'll ask something simple. There we go. Now this is something that's not in the natural language lookup, so it's not going to have something. This is going to be essentially a default off-ramp. They're given this option to check with Illinois Legal Aid Online if there's an issue. One of the issues that it's having here is characters. So when you're doing a query on Aleo's site, the smaller the query, eviction is better than a 20-sentence narrative about your eviction. So we'll change this to bedbugs. Now it's saying to head on over to Aleo. And here we go. We got some results off of Aleo. On the flip side, what you could do is say, yep. Now here, it's confirming that you have an issue with an eviction, or at least it recognized your issue as an eviction issue. So it's able to determine where to take you next. And then it's going to give you something of a result or potential results that it can provide for you, such as creating court documents, stuff like that. We may even want to think about potentially putting in something to say, well, what are you looking to do? And connect the what are you looking to do with some canned results as it relates to the issue itself. So if they'd like to continue, then it goes from there. And this is just there as a placeholder. The current thing that Rentervention does is if it doesn't find an issue on the list, it gives you the option to pick from, or if it doesn't find it in natural language processing, it'll give you the option to look at something on a list and pick from a menu of options to take you from there. So maybe you didn't word things right, or maybe that kicks something off. So there's ways that we can work around it. But let's say with the eviction issue that we just had there, after that, okay, now we need to know what your zip code is. We need to know, where you're located. We need those RLTO qualifiers and the like, and we can be able to take you to the next steps accordingly in a much more intelligent fashion. It's at least a start.